Site-001 Maximum Security Subaquatic Containment Facility. Overview. Established January 16, 1985. Front cover: offshore oil rig. Location: Area 01A, 168.63 km north-northeast off of Henderson-Pitcairn Island, South Pacific Ocean. 22 degrees, 50 minutes, 52.7 seconds south. 128 degrees, 38 minutes, 09.1 seconds west. Codename: Storm Fortress. Hex Code: 01. Site Occupation: Primary Containment, Research, and CSD Holding Facility. Division Jurisdiction: Research and Containment. Total Area: 90,000 meters squared. Site: 196,250 meters squared. Anti-submarine netting perimeter: 31,400,000 meters squared. Airspace maximum defense range. Background information: Site-001 is a subaquatic facility used to contain especially precarious anomalies with mostly Gamma and/or Omega class objects. Access into the site is through a sham oil rig platform for helicopters and/or VTOL aircraft to land on. Personnel disembarking from a ship must be picked up by the site's rigid inflatable boats. Only personnel with security clearance level 4 or higher, and/or authorized selected personnel, may be granted passage to enter the site. All personnel, prior to assignment to the site, must undergo a thorough physical and mental examination, and must pass selection by the acting physician. Personnel is to receive specialized bi-weekly supplies to ensure proper care and fulfillment of dietary needs during their service. The total number of personnel assigned to the site must not exceed the amount listed. Applies to CSD personnel. Site-001 is powered by a Uranium U-235 pressured heavy water reactor, providing self-sufficient energy for approximately 25 years, before requiring refueling and maintenance. The airspace of Site-001 is defended with several on-site anti-aircraft and close-in weapon systems. Aircraft attempting to pass through the airspace must be transmitting a positive IFF tone, selected from a random daily cycled list. The 500-meter perimeter around Site-001 is protected by anti-submarine and anti-torpedo netting, complemented by various sensors such as active sonars, magnetic anomaly detectors, and infrared imaging. In the case of a containment breach, all of Site-001's containment sector can be flooded with seawater in less than 20 seconds, with a prior warning period of 30 seconds. Personnel unable to evacuate the subaquatic section of the site may utilize the emergency escape pods located at every level of the main containment facility. Each escape pod accommodates 1 personnel and is equipped with enough emergency rations to last a maximum of 30 days. Site Defense Systems: Anti-Aircraft, Terminal Defense, Phalanx CIWS Block A1. Manufacturer: General Dynamics. Guidance: Ku-band radar, FLIR. Short Range: Protel NG. Manufacturer: Thales SA. Guidance: Electro-Optical Erst. High to Medium Range: MIM-104C. Manufacturer: Raytheon. Guidance: Track via Missile. Terminal High Altitude: THAAD, THAAD. Manufacturer: Lockheed Martin. Guidance: Indium Antamonide Imaging IR. Anti-Ship: Short Range: SM-6 Block IA. Manufacturer: Raytheon. Guidance: GPS, INS. SARH, ARH. Long Range: RGM-109E, TLAM-E Block 4. Manufacturer: Raytheon. Guidance: GPS, INS, TERCOM, DSMAC. Anti-submarine, missile, RUM-139. Manufacturer: Lockheed Martin. Guidance: GPS. Torpedo, Mark 46. Launched from a Sikorsky SH-60. Manufacturer: Honeywell. Guidance: acoustic homing. The construction of Site-001, designated Site-075, prior to its completion in 1985, can be traced back to 1928, when the Overman Committee attempted to fully remove Authority presence within the United States. Due to the sudden influx of anomalies transferred from mainland Europe to North America during World War I, the Authority needed to construct a facility large enough to contain these anomalies. This led to the initiation of Project Sanctuary, where the Authority would attempt to negotiate with various governments to grant them land areas to build containment sites. However, 94% of the negotiations would prove to be unfruitful, and as such, the Authority turned to Area 01, a shallow underwater volcanic rock formation located in the international waters of the South Pacific Ocean. The projected cost at the time was simply too high, as the economies of various countries were still recovering from the previous war. Nevertheless, the Authority agreed to scrap most of its fleet and combat assets to fund the construction. However, by the late 1930s, United States President Franklin Delano Roosevelt agreed to repeal many of its sentiment anti-occultism policies, and allowed the Authority to remain operational on U.S. soil. Thus, the development of Site-075 was halted, and the remaining funds would be diverted to aid Allied operations against Nazi Germany occult operations throughout Europe. Offices and Wing Section. Main Accommodation Level. Administrative and Office Wing. Features the main office for the Site Director, and several other high-ranking personnel. Only personnel with Level 5 or higher security clearance, and/or selected authorized personnel, may enter this wing. Medical Wing. Equipped with intermediate-class medical equipment, used only to treat on-site injuries. Also features a small storage area to store food supplies, and is attached to the kitchen and the mess hall. Research and Laboratories Wing. Only features the Anomaly Research Department. Biochemical research and anomaly experimentations are in limited practice in Site-001 due to safety concerns. Security Wing. Used to house ASF personnel, and to store several on-site RPC object-specific containment handling gear. The elevator shaft leading to the main containment level is equipped with reinforced bulkheads, and several redundancies to prevent flooding during containment breaches. Main Containment Level. CSD Housing Level. Located just above the main containment level, the CSD housing level is used to house a limited number of CSD personnel, no more than 10 personnel on-site at a time, inside solitary confinement chambers. It is also used as a buffer and a staging area between the surface and the underground levels. Containment Wing. Terran. Used exclusively to contain land-based, air-breathing, and hydrophobic anomalies. This level is separated into 3 sectors, based on the object's classifications: Alpha, Beta, and Gamma sectors. Containment Wing. Aquatic. Used exclusively to contain amphibious, maritime, and natatorial anomalies. Just like the Terran level, this level is also separated into 3 sectors, based on the object's classifications: Alpha Sector, Beta Sector, and Gamma Sector. The entirety of this level is equipped with several additional bulkheads and emergency pumps in the case of a containment breach. Site Administration. Administrative Officials. Site Director: Wesley Linwood. Assistant Site Director: Lucia Garnett. Director of Anomaly Containment: Dr. Hugo Van Dyke. Director of Site Security: General Victor Magnuson. Director of Research and Development: Dr. Raiko Nagase. Director of Personnel Management, Annalise Spellmeyer. On-site personnel: Department Heads, 5. Administrative Assistants, 5. Medical Personnel, 15. Research Personnel, 15. Security Personnel, 30. Maintenance Personnel, 30. CSD Personnel, 10. Total, 110. Anomalies contained: RPC number. Additional information: RPC-002, RPC-062, RPC-161, RPC-333, managed remotely. RPC-760, to be transferred on RPC-998, and AH-22. Anomalies previously contained. Data not available. Subsections: Primary Fleet Resupply and Repair Facility AH-22, Tideseeker. Established April 16, 1966. Front cover: Coastal Natural Harbor, Safe Haven. Location: Area 01B, Henderson Pitcairn Island, South Pacific Ocean. 24 degrees, 19 minutes, 54.9 seconds south. 128 degrees, 18 minutes, 07.0 seconds west. Codename: Tideseeker. Hex Code: 97. Site Occupation: Primary Fleet Resupply and Repair Facility. Division Jurisdiction: Protection. Total Area: 1,000 meters squared. Description: AH-22 is a harbor that sits on a natural cape on the northeast section of the Henderson Pitcairn Island. The harbor is used as the primary resupply and repair facility for the Authority fleet operating in the Pacific Ocean. It also doubles as the Authority sailors' housing and a short-range air supply transit airport to other sites in Polynesia. AH-22 is also the home port for Authority's 1st Pacific Fleet. Unlike the nearby Site-001, AH-22 does not rely on its on-site weaponry for defense. Rather, it relies heavily on Authority combat ships that regularly dock in AH-22. However, AH-22 does house several ASF personnel supplied by Site-001 on rotating a monthly shift. AH-22 also maintains a research wing and is the main staging area for all RPC-998 recovery operations. So far, 12 wrecks have been salvaged and are on display or under study as of 2018.